So people often ask me, how can you teach spiritual courses online? And the truth is, I actually think it's the most effective way to actually transform our lives, because we're doing it within the context of our actual lives. I love gathering people in workshops for sure. There's something beautiful about community and sharing stories and being in the presence of a teacher and everyone else in the room that are also teachers. But the real work always begins at home. It always begins when we actually look at the people in our lives, our relationships, our job, our day-to-day thoughts and emotions and our beliefs, and we take what we've learned and we actually apply it to those situations. That's where we really find out whether the teachings are real, whether they're truthful, and whether they're helpful. An online course to me is the most beautiful balance of both things. You get to learn in small amounts. You get to watch one idea, one teaching, and you get to digest it, which is really, really important, that it actually meets you where you are. You get to chew it up, sort it out, and see how it really applies to your life. And then you get to live your life. You get to interact with the people around you, the people you love, the people you struggle with, your job, your day-to-day. Maybe it's exhaustion, maybe it's fun, maybe it's all kinds of things. But the key is that the teachings get to be integrated into your life in a very organic way. Because every time we hear something and it rings as truth and we apply it in our lives, a ripple effect happens and our whole life changes. So by the time we hear the next teaching or we watch the next video, we have already shifted since the last one. And not only have we shifted, but everything in our life has shifted. Our relationships have shifted even slightly, right? Our job has shifted slightly. Our perspective on our situation culturally, our situation in our family, everything has shifted slightly based on the new teaching and what it really meant to us. This is especially important in a spiritual journey because every single person in our life right now, every situation we are in, are actually all the components of our own personal hero's journey. It's never about deleting anyone. It's never about deleting any aspect of our situation. This is our playing field. This is our personal chess game. When we can take a teaching and actually apply it to everyone in our lives and change it, improve it, bring more love, bring more kindness, bring more understanding, understand the big picture, this is the real test. This is the real test of the teaching. When that teaching applies and it works, we now have a new experience that is integral to who we are. This is what we go forward with. And this is the most effective way to learn, and it's the most effective way to have an influence on people around us. People often ask me, how can I teach this? I really want to share this with others. The number one way to teach it is to have the experiences in our lives that we can say, here's what my situation was. I didn't think there was a solution. I really thought I was sunk. But then I actually dug deep, applied this concept that I learned, and a miracle happened. I couldn't believe the transformation. These are the things we really have to share. And so this is why I just love sharing it online, because in the end, the only thing I do as a teacher is share an idea. I can share experiences from my life, and maybe you identify with those experiences, but it's your identification with the experience that matters. It's you seeing yourself in my story and then taking that into your life that makes all the difference. The other beautiful thing about the online teachings is we have the actual teaching. Here are the concepts, here are the ideas, here are some of my experiences I can share. And then there's homework. And the homework helps to actually integrate it into your life. And they're just ideas. How does this apply here? How does that apply there? Whether you do the homework or not is all up to you. Maybe even you just had to read the question and go away and think about it, or journal about it, or talk to a friend about it. That's awesome. But the other thing is, you have me along for the journey. You can ask me questions. If you get stuck, you can either just ask me right there in the course and I'll just answer you via email, or if you want to go deeper, you can always have a personal consultation with me anywhere in the world, and we can really dig deep into whatever it is. And this is what I think is beautiful, because you get to take the teachings, apply them in your life, ponder them, take the time, because in the end, you are the master of your life. You are the one that has all the answers you need. And sometimes all we need is some new ideas, some different stories, some different questions. And sometimes, sure, we need to talk to somebody. But these are the reasons why I just love teaching online courses. And not to mention, we can do it worldwide. I can talk to people anywhere I am in the world, and anywhere in the world can have this experience, whether you're in Canada or India or South Africa or Argentina. It doesn't matter. We can all do this together. And the most important thing is that we are learning in our lives every single day. And this is what transforms us and transforms all the lives of the people around us. And this is the true goal of any spiritual teaching.